What does the color lavender mean? The color lavender can mean different things for different people. But in terms of cancer awareness, the lavender ribbon represents support for those living with all types of cancer. I'm Cindy. I'm a senior at Canyon Crest Academy, and I'm a childhood blood cancer survivor. So at the end of 9th grade, I was diagnosed with diffuse large B-cell lymphoma. It was actually kind of weird because it was like 1 week before finals, and I was studying for a test, and like late at night when I was brushing my teeth, there was like a huge lump on the left side of my neck, and I was like, what is that? So my parents were like, it's okay, it can wait. And then after a few hours I was still up because I was like under my covers like Googling what it was. And my mom's like, okay, let's just go to urgent care. I think the toughest part wouldn't be like the treatment itself, but rather like the effects the treatment had on other aspects of my life, such as having to stop music entirely or like not being able to meet friends due to my really weak immune system. My doctors and I think my mom as well was like, you should just skip a year of school. But I was like, I don't really want to do that. So like over the summer, I had the opportunity to take an online class. Like it just took a lot of like, I guess, patience and learning that like it's okay to not like be able to do the things you used to be able to do, and like go back to like the extracurriculars or like activities that I love and find a way to do them like throughout like, I guess, some restrictions. I think there was some point in after my second treatment where I was like, I really do not want to do this anymore. But in like, it was my parents as well as my doctor who like was there for me, like telling me that like, oh, it's just like two more cycles to go, you can do it, and the last two aren't even that bad and you're like halfway done. And I guess that's what really kept me going. So one of my old book club leaders connected me with another childhood cancer survivor in Washington, and she was like talking to me and like giving me tips as well.
So my name is Madeline Cumby. I am 17 years old, and I had acute lymphoblastic leukemia, or ALL, starting at age 2, and I had treatment for 2.5 years. So I met Cindy through my mom because she was friends with Cindy's tutor, and he wanted to connect her with people who maybe could relate to her and help her. And my mom was like, hey, like, you know, I have a daughter who is around Cindy's age. So I was like, absolutely, like, hand me her number and like we can, you know, meet. And so we did. I think that although like you would think that there's a lot of barriers with something so deep being passed on, like, you know, through just talking, you know, texting. I mean, we never even called or FaceTimed or anything. So, I mean, we sent pictures of each other for sure and like, you know, goofy selfies. But I honestly think that it was almost like protection, you know, because having somebody that you didn't know, you had the protection of text where, you know, you can cry in text and, you know, it's not awkward. Honestly, I think that when I first, you know, got her number, I was thinking that I was more so gonna be the one helping her, but I think in a lot of ways she helped me heal a lot of stuff from my past too without even knowing it, and I'm very grateful for that.
My treatment ended in, I think, October or November, where like I got like the official, you're finally in remission. My first Make-A-Wish was to give back to Rady Surgeon Hospital. However, I think due to COVID restrictions, it wasn't able to be fulfilled to like the extent that I wanted it to be. So I thought that, oh, maybe I could create an organization myself to like, as a way to give back, like even with the restrictions. So I told a few friends about my idea, and there was one person at the school I was going to back in 10th grade. He and I actually wrote down notes, and he was the one who actually proposed the name the Lavender Pledge. The Lavender Pledge is a club and organization that is dedicated towards raising awareness for childhood blood cancers as well as fundraising for blood cancer research.
So Cindy asked me if I wanted to be part of the Lavender Pledge like summer of our junior year. I think our biggest accomplishment is probably our donations, because although raising awareness is good and like having these events are good, ultimately our goal is to help actual patients.
Primarily, we've been creating fundraisers. We've held, I think, 3-4 bake sales, and we've also had fundraisers around outside of Ralph's, which is really amazing. And we've also participated in the Leukemia Lymphoma Society's Light the Night, and all of these activities were done to both raise awareness for childhood blood cancers as well as fundraising for Rady Children's Hospital. I think back in 9th grade, before I was diagnosed, I was always like a go, go, go type of person, and I wanted to do everything. And now that like I've had these experiences, I've learned to like branch out more and take opportunities, since life is short and you have to make the most out of every moment. Life doesn't go the way you always want it to. Even if you have a like goal, there's no just one set way to get to that goal. There's always another way to do what you want, and sometimes there may be limitations, but everything works out in the end.